Let's start with question number 45 and then we'll complete question number 42, which I marked it as an important sum. So let's do it. Following is the profit and loss account of Mr. A for the year ending 31st/3/2016. First, we'll read the entire question, then we'll start the sum with the adjustment. Please keep the uniform pattern of solving the sum in the exam also. First, no matter even if you read the first statement and if you don't know that statement, please go on reading it. Don't panic and don't wait over there only for a while. Okay? This is a technique of solving paper in IPCC. Just don't stick to a particular sum. Please move on. You might know something that is there in the question paper, and just because of waiting over there, recalling something, you'll not write something that you know. To repairs on building is allowed, and from section 30 to 37 there is a specific section for that. To advertisement, it is also allowed in section 36. Amount paid to Scientific Research Association approved under section 35. You all remember this under section 35. I told you all to memorize the percentage as well as the what I said, sections, percentage as well as the section and the name, because there are only four places where scientific research, the business person donates over there and gets a deduction of either 175%, 125% or 125% or 200%. So let's take it as section 35. Let's take it as 175%, because the question does not specify here which section it is. Only it has specified section 35. It has not specified the subsection. So we have to take it as 175%, and we have to first read the name, and after reading the name we have to decide under which part it will come. Since it is given that amount paid to Scientific Research Association comes under section 35 subsection 1 subsection Roman 2, so we have to take it as 175%, assuming that it is section 35 1 subsection 1 subsection Roman 2. Okay. Interest we have to see from the adjustment, because it is not given whether it is interest on loan or whether it is a personal interest or not. Traveling, it is taken as a revenue expenditure, it will be allowed. Okay. GP is given, so that means trading account is not given, only P&L account is given. By income tax refund, by income tax refund, so it is also disallowed business income, it will be subtracted. By interest from company deposit, it will also become disallowed business income, it will be subtracted. This amount paid will first become disallowed business expenses, because 175% deduction will be allowed. So on 1 lakh it will firstly become disallowed business expenses, and on 1 lakh into 175%, that is 1,75,000. 1,75,000 will become unrecorded business expenses, and it will be subtracted. I hope it is quite clear to you all how to solve the sums relating to this section 35. Okay. Now let's read. Following additional information is furnished. Repairs and furniture includes 95,000 being cost of raising a compound wall for the own business premises. So 95,000 will become disallowed business. Expenses, sorry, it is not income, it is expenses. Repairs on building includes rupees 95,000 being a cost of raising a compound wall for the own business premises. Interest payment include interest of rupees 12,000 payable outside India to a non-resident India, on which tax has not been deducted, and penalty of rupees 24,000 for contravention of Central Sales Tax Act. Will determine what it is. First, let's read it. Compute the income chargeable under the head profit and gain of business or profession of Mr. A for the year ending 31st/3/2006, ignoring depreciation. So let's check out. From repairs, 95,000 being cost of raising a compound wall for the own business premises. It won't be allowed. It is for the own business premises. It is a personal expenses. It is in the nature of personal expenses. So it will become disallowed business expenses. It will be added back. Just see, expenses on raising a compound wall, capital expenditure, hence disallowed 95,000. Why disallowed? Because it is It is in capital nature, but as well as it is personal expenses also. What it is said, interest payment includes interest of rupees 12,000 payable outside India to a non-resident, interest on which tax has not been deducted. Interest on which tax has not been deducted. On interest, if tax TDS is not deducted, then such expenses will not be allowed. So 12,000 will not be allowed. Rupees 24,000 for contravention of Central Sales Tax Act. I hope you remember section 37. I taught you all over there this part. Interest on taxes. What was that? Contravention. Penalty related to any act not allowed, related to contract will be allowed. Since central, it is specifically given Central Sales Tax Act, so related to any act it won't be allowed, so it will become disallowed. Rupees 24,000 will become disallowed business expenses and it will be added back, and it will also become disallowed business expenses and added back. See, 12,000, 24,000. Penalty of contravention to CST Act. Penalty paid for the violation on infringement of any law is not allowed as deduction under section 37. See, it is quite clear. My theory, if you study my theory and after that you start solving the sums, it will become a very easy job for you all to solve the sums. Contribution for scientific research, I told you it will become 1 lakh, it will become disallowed business expenses, and 1,75,000 will become unrecorded business expenses. As you can see over here, unrecorded business expenses 1,75,000, quite clear. And interest from company deposit 6,400. Dividend is also there. Dividend will become disallowed business income and it will be subtracted. See, less non-business income. In place of non-business income, please write here over here disallowed business income and unrecorded business expenses. And finally you will get the amount, profit and gain of business or profession amount, you will get it. It is a very simple sum, and please don't forget to write this note. Contribution to approved scientific research association qualifying for deduction at the rate of 175% under section 35 subsection 1 subsection Roman 2. Quite clear. I told you all you have to assume it and write it. Okay, I hope now you all are getting the grip on this chapter. If you want to copy anything what I have wrote, please pause the video and copy. I hope you all have copied. If in the question part you want to mark in your book anything, please copy. I hope you all have done this much. Now let's move on to question number 42. It's a very easy sum. I hyped on it so that now you will have a grip, you will have a better grip on this chapter, on this, at least on this sum, because there are many more things to see in this. Mr. Raju will read the question entirely first because the question is quite large. Before I read, I want you all to read. I want you all to pause the video and read the question, please. I hope you all have read. Now let us read it together. Mr. Raju, a manufacturer at Chennai, gives the following manufacturing, trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 2016. Better underline manufacturing, because if there is any depreciation, additional depreciation can be a part of this sum. So please write additional dep can be. Okay, since it is a manufacturing business. GP is provided to us. We have to see whether any expenses or income in the trading account is there which will become disallowed business expenses or disallowed business income. Since there is nothing, it is all revenue in nature, it will be allowed. Let's move on. We'll read it. We'll just read it, glance it. Administrative expenses, to state VAT penalty, to state VAT paid, to general expenses, to interest to bank, to depreciation, to net profit, by gross profit, by dividend from domestic company, by income from agriculture, net. It is given. Following are the further information relating to the financial year 2015 and 16. The adjustments are given. Administrative charges include rupees 46,000 paid as commission to the brother of the assessee. The commission amount at the market rate is rupees 36,000. The SSE paid rupees 33,000 in cash to a transport carriage on 29/12/2015. The amount is included in the manufacturing expenses. Assume that the provision relating to TDS are not applicable to this payment. The examiner was quite generous. He has provided you all this, but even if he has not provided, you have to assume that. A sum of rupees 4,000 per month was paid as salary to the staff throughout the year, and this has not been recorded in the books of account. Bank